Have you ever felt that persistent itch on your skin that just won't quit? Especially as the years add up. For many folks over 60, itching isn't just a passing bother, it's a common companion of aging. But why does it happen more often in seniors? As we grow older, our skin thins out, loses precious moisture, and becomes more sensitive due to hormonal shifts, slower healing, and everyday factors like dry air or medications. Yet, sometimes, that nagging scratch signals something deeper, hidden chronic diseases lurking beneath the surface. In this video, we'll uncover the real reasons behind age-related itching and spotlight 5 surprising warning signs that could point to serious health issues. From heart troubles to metabolic woes, these spots might seem harmless, but ignoring them could rob you of vital years. Stay tuned till the end. The last one is a sneaky red flag many overlook. If you're ready for eye-opening insights, subscribe now and hit the bell. Type 1 in the comments if this hooks you, or 0 for feedback. Let's dive in. Itchy Zone 1 Forearms, Kidney Caution. Have you ever caught yourself scratching at your forearms? Thinking it's just from too much sun or rough sleeves? For many seniors, that persistent itch on the forearms could be more than a surface irritation. It might be a subtle alert from your kidneys struggling under the weight of chronic disease. As we age, our kidneys naturally slow down, filtering out fewer toxins from the blood, which can lead to a buildup called uremia. This toxic overload irritates the skin's nerves, sparking an itch that feels deep and unrelenting, often flaring up worse in the evenings or after a warm shower. It's not uncommon for this to hit the arms first, where skin is thinner and more exposed to daily wear. Let's break it down. Healthy kidneys keep your body's chemistry balanced, managing waste, minerals like phosphorus, and even hydration levels. When they falter due to factors like high blood pressure, diabetes, or simply years of use imbalances trigger inflammation. This releases histamines and other chemicals that make nerves hypersensitive, turning a minor tickle into a maddening scratch fest. Dry skin from reduced sweating adds fuel to the fire, making the forearms a prime target. In advanced stages, this uremic pruritus affects up to half of those with kidney issues, disrupting sleep and daily life. Take Harold, a 6-7-year-old retiree who loved tinkering in his workshop. For months, his forearms itched like crazy, especially at night, and he blamed it on sawdust or old gloves. Lotion did nothing, and scratching only made it worse. Finally, a checkup revealed early chronic kidney disease from unmanaged hypertension. His doctor adjusted his meds, encouraged more water intake, and suggested kidney-friendly foods like berries and leafy greens. Within weeks, the itch faded, and Harold avoided progressing to dialysis by catching it early. Here's a quick home check. Gently run your fingernails along your forearm. If the itch intensifies, spreads to nearby areas, or comes with fatigue, swelling in your hands, or changes in urine color, it's time for blood tests to gauge kidney function. Don't shrug this off as mere aging, ignoring forearm. Itching could let kidney damage worsen quietly, raising risks of heart problems, anemia, or even end-stage failure that cuts years from your life. Listen to your skin. It might be whispering for help before things get serious. Itchy Zone 2 Lower Back, Liver Alert. Picture this. You're leaning back in your favorite chair, but instead of relaxation, a nagging itch in your lower back demands attention. No matter how much you shift or scratch. For seniors, this spot often gets blamed on bad mattresses or tight belts. But it could be a quiet SOS from your liver facing overload. Persistent lower back itching, especially without a visible rash, might stem from liver conditions like fatty liver or cirrhosis, where toxins and bile acids pile up, irritating nerves deep in the skin. This itch tends to worsen at night or after meals. spreading subtly across the back as the liver struggles to process fats and detox the body. Digging deeper, your liver acts as the body's filter, breaking down waste and producing bile to aid digestion. In aging livers, slowed by years of wear, alcohol, poor diet, or meds, bile salts back up into the bloodstream instead of flowing out. These salts deposit under the skin, triggering inflammation and histamine release that fires up itch signals, particularly in the trunk area like the lower back where skin is thicker and less moisturized. Studies show up to 20% of those with non-alcoholic fatty liver experience this pruritus, which can signal advancing damage if ignored. Consider Margaret, a 70-year-old avid baker who noticed her lower back itching fiercely during evening downtime. She dismissed it as strain from standing in the kitchen, but creams offered no relief. A routine checkup uncovered elevated liver enzymes from years of rich treats. Her doc recommended cutting sugars, adding liver-loving veggies like broccoli, and light exercise. Soon, the itch eased, and she sidestepped potential scarring that could lead to full-blown cirrhosis. Easy self-check. Lie flat and gently massage your lower back in circles. If the itch ramps up, feels burning, or accompanies fatigue, yellowed eyes, or abdominal swelling, schedule liver function tests pronto. Brushing off this lower back alert might allow silent liver decline, heightening risks of jaundice, fluid buildup, or life-shortening complications like portal hypertension. Your body is talking. Tune in now to keep your golden years itch-free and healthy. Itchy zone 3 shins and calves. Diabetes drumbeat. Ever find yourself rubbing your shins or calves endlessly, convinced it's just from a long day on your feet or tight pants? In seniors, this relentless itch in the lower legs could be beating the drum for diabetes, where high blood sugar quietly wreaks havoc on nerves and blood flow. Known as diabetic neuropathy, this condition damages the tiny nerves in your extremities, sending false signals of itching, tingling, or even burning that no amount of scratching relieves. It often starts in the shins and calves because these areas are farthest from the heart, making them vulnerable to poor circulation that dries out skin and amplifies irritation. Let's unpack it. Prolonged high glucose levels erode nerve coatings, leading to peripheral neuropathy, the most common type affecting legs and feet. This sparks inflammation and hypersensitivity, turning minor sensations into persistent itches. Add in reduced blood flow from narrowed vessels, and skin becomes parched, cracking easily and inviting more discomfort. Research shows up to 50% of people with diabetes experience this pruritus, which can worsen at night and signal advancing complications if unchecked. Meet Victor, a 6'9" golf enthusiast who noticed his calves itching fiercely after rounds, blaming grass or socks. Moisturizers failed, and the itch spread to his shins with a pins and needles feel. His doctor ran glucose tests, revealing type 2 diabetes fueled by sedentary habits. By adopting steady walks, cutting sweets, and monitoring sugars, Victor tamed the itch and halted nerve damage progression, keeping his active lifestyle intact. Simple self-test. Sit and elevate your legs above heart level for 5 minutes. If the itch lessens but returns with standing, or if numbness or shiny skin appears, it's wise to check blood sugar levels. Dismissing shins and calves itching might allow diabetes to escalate, risking ulcers, infections, or even amputations that diminish mobility and lifespan. Your legs are sounding the alarm. Heed it to step confidently into healthier years. Itchy zone 4 chest and trunk. Cancer clue. Imagine settling down for the evening, only to feel an insistent itch spreading across your chest or trunk, one that scratching barely touches. Seniors frequently wave this off as an allergy or clothing rub, but in reality, widespread itching in the chest and trunk area could hint at an underlying cancer. acting as a paraneoplastic symptom where the body reacts to hidden tumors. This type of itch often feels generalized, intensifying at night, and might accompany sweats or fatigue, signaling malignancies like lymphomas or internal cancers that release itch-provoking substances into the bloodstream. It's particularly common in blood cancers, where the itch targets the torso without a visible rash. Here's the breakdown. Cancers can trigger pruritus by producing cytokines or other chemicals that inflame nerves, disrupting the skin's barrier and causing hypersensitivity. In the elderly, this is more pronounced due to thinner skin and slower healing, making the chest and trunk rich in lymph nodes, prime spots for symptoms from Hodgkin lymphoma or cutaneous T-cell lymphoma. Research indicates that up to 30% of lymphoma patients experience this intractable itch before other signs emerge, serving as an early clue that could prompt timely scans. Think of Evelyn, a 72-year-old quilter who battled nightly trunk itching, assuming it was from fabric dyes. Over-the-counter remedies flopped, and when paired with unexplained weight loss, her doctor ordered tests revealing early-stage lymphoma. Targeted therapy not only banished the itch, but caught the cancer before it spread, adding precious years to her life through diet shifts and gentle yoga. Quick self-assessment. Lie down and take deep breaths if the itch worsens across your chest, feels burning, or joins night sweats and swollen nodes. Consult for blood work or imaging. Overlooking chest and trunk itching risks delaying diagnosis, allowing cancer to advance and complicate treatment, potentially shortening your vibrant senior phase. Pay heed to this subtle clue. It could be your body's urgent call for action. Itchy zone 5, scalp and face. Thyroid telltale. Ever woken up scratching your scalp or rubbing your face, wondering if it's just shampoo residue or seasonal dryness? For seniors, ongoing itching in the scalp and face might be a telltale sign of thyroid dysfunction, where an underactive or overactive gland disrupts skin health from the inside out. Hypothyroidism, more common in older adults, slows metabolism and reduces oil production, leading to dry, flaky skin that itches persistently. While hyperthyroidism can cause inflammation and sensitivity, this itch often feels widespread, worsening in dry weather or stress, and may include flaking or redness without obvious causes. Diving into the details, the thyroid regulates hormones that maintain skin moisture and cell turnover. In hypothyroidism, low hormone levels lead to xerosis, extreme dryness, making the scalp prone to dandruff-like itching and the face feel tight and irritated. Hyperthyroidism, on the other hand, speeds up processes, releasing excess histamines that trigger pruritus and thinning hair, exacerbating scalp sensitivity. Elderly folks are hit harder as natural skin thinning combines with these imbalances, affecting up to 20% of seniors with undiagnosed thyroid issues. Recall Doris, a 6-8-year-old gardener who dealt with constant facial and scalp itching, attributing it to pollen or hats. Antihistamines provided scant relief, and when hair started thinning, she sought help. Blood tests showed hypothyroidism from age-related slowdown, hormone replacement therapy, plus omega-rich foods and gentle moisturizers, cleared the itch and revived her glow. Handy self-check. Part your hair and inspect your scalp in a mirror. If it's unusually dry, itchy upon touch, or shows patches with hair loss, paired with cold intolerance or weight changes, request thyroid hormone panels. Ignoring scalp and face itching could let thyroid problems fester. Inviting heart strain, depression, or brittle bones that erode your independence and longevity. Embrace this signal to nurture your thyroid and enjoy itch-free vitality. There you have it. Age-related itching often stems from thinning skin, lost moisture, and life's tolls like meds or dry climates, hitting over half of seniors with xerosis. But when it lingers in spots like forearms for kidneys, lower back for liver, shins for diabetes, chest for cancer, or scalp for thyroid, it might scream chronic disease alerts. Don't ignore these whispers. Early checks can transform outcomes. Hydrate, moisturize it daily, eat balanced, and see your doc if it persists. Which zone worried you most? Comment your key takeaway and action plan. Your shares keep us going. Like, subscribe, share for more wellness wins. Stay Vibra until next time.